What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net. Good evening, everybody. It's a Clash of Champions, Corner to Corner. We are live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network, back again. Myself, Stan Grubb, and the triple threat is, of course, completed by Rob Hefner.
Yo, hola.
Brian Taylor. Say something, Brian. They're listening.
They're listening now.
And, of course, we are joined by the one and only Magic City Motormouth himself, Fast Eddie Lane. Eddie, it is good to hear your voice, sir. How you doing?
It's great to be back. Kid. Great to be back. It's been a long week.
We missed you, Eddie.
Believe it or not, I missed y'all too.
I hope your dad's doing all right, man. Is he doing okay?
Dad is on the mend after a very arduous situation where... I'll give you the short version. His doctor internalist put a stent in his kidney.
Wow, I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, neither did I, to be honest with you. It just caught me off guard, too.
Dang.
Kind of like Cesaro trying that plancha through the middle rope. Wrong answer, didn't work. But by that same token, he is back at home. He was released Wednesday afternoon.
Glad to hear it.
We are taking everything day by day. And I'll give the brutal version of it right now. He is on Casodex, which some of you will and some of you won't know, is a treatment for prostate cancer. And from that vantage point, my father is also going to be starting hormone therapy this coming Wednesday to try to enhance and alleviate some of the possible sides from the Casodex, but it's an ongoing situation. I'm glad we got him in there when we did. Many kudos, many thanks to his urologist, internalist, his GP, as well as the staff down at Shelby Baptist Brookwood Medicals, or whatever the hell it's being called now since the buyout. I know it is Shelby Baptist in Alabaster, Alabama. I mean, no cheap plug intended, just humble, sincere thanks.
Is that anywhere near Greenbow, Alabama?
No, Forrest, it's not.
Damn it. Well,
I'm
glad to hear he's doing better. I know that you did the right thing there, taking the time, making sure everything was good at home, so I'm glad to hear that. Folks, if you're just tuning in, of course, where the hell have you been? It's Clash of Champions night.
Hey.
You've been watching...
Don't yell at them. We're in the first half hour. You can't yell at them until like the second hour.
All right.
What would a show be if Stan didn't insult somebody?
Lord, I apologize. And feeding starving piggies down to get it.
Rob cussing,
like
Stan
so
insulting people.
So if you've...
Even Larry the Cable Guy's going, like, get a new gimmick, Stan.
I know.
Do me a favor. I have to ask because I don't know, and I haven't had any communication with you guys. Stan, I know that you were going to talk to Rob and Brian about the MCW Super Show yesterday in Joppa. Gentlemen, did y'all have a chance to go to it?
Negative.
Why not, Stan?
Because I had not had said opportunity to sit down and talk to these two gentlemen about that.
Meanwhile, while he says he has no opportunity, we do have a chat group that is open 24 hours a day.
No kidding. No, but I've been getting
out of the bag.
I did run into a guy yesterday that apparently wrestled in Ohio, and he was up there. He went up to talk to Jim Cornette, and
oh, nice.
He said it was pretty cool. He'd never seen it before.
Oh, wow.
I mean, Jim Cornette's show alone was funny. I couldn't imagine him and Jim Ross.
Oh, I'm sure that was...
How Jim Ross tried to be the straight guy, you know? Like, I can't laugh.
Well, thanks to his Bell's palsy, you can't see if he does.
No, that was the craziest
part.
Now,
I wasn't going to go there.
I mean...
It looks like they're going to stop the match here with Cesaro and Sheamus. Both of them going over top of the rail.
No winner in the best of 7 series.
I could read his lips.
He said, "Oh fudge, oh fire truck."
Who is that guy? Isn't that
Laying down. Is that a
Elijah?
fan?
Elijah Burke? What was his name?
Is that a
Look
fan
at
laying
this
down?
one right here. The guy with the wait a second. Pull back. There. Nah, come on.
Who's laying down? Is that a WWE person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell the monkeys in the truck. Listen to what Brian's saying. Zoom back.
Right there.
That's Orlando Jordan.
There you go. That looks like Orlando.
It does look like him. That's kind of crazy.
I can't
He
believe it.
needs a job.
The cabinet is back.
Cabinet.
Let's see here. So let's see. Nia Jax, of course, destroyed Alicia Fox. New Day cheats to win. Defends against Anderson and Gallows.
I was picking Anderson and Gallows.
I think everybody did.
I can't understand that. I mean, go ahead.
But no. But
No.
Oh,
You
look at
go
the
ahead.
chairs. Look at the chairs. They got the
They got the belts on.
belts on them. Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, now what team is going to beat New Day? You've had New Day basically run through everybody you got,
Well,
except Enzo and Cass.
yeah, but the problem is it's always 3-on-2.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Gallows and Anderson I could see them doing a cage match.
Well, it sure does look like Orlando Jordan.
Or do one of those
It
matches
is Orlando
where,
Jordan.
You know where they used to put Jim Cornette up in the cage and it's suspended above the ring?
Yeah.
No, Mom, I'm not getting in there.
I mean, I just... For a team that's supposed to be full-fledged babyface...
Thank
to
you.
Throw the trombone and smash the guy in the face... I don't know. And
After, I don't get that one. I really don't get that one.
in my opinion, it has gotten old. And I like the New Day. It's just that routine part has gotten old.
Now,
You can't-
question. At what point can we not call them New Day anymore because they're not new?
And they're not really old, so they're just day.
Do we
the
call
day.
them like
Kind of like
every
the
other
club.
day?
It's
Hey,
just the day. Like the
every
club.
other day. Every other day. Oh, sorry.
Kind of works like that. Dogs don't appreciate that,
Don't
Rob.
clap.
Then lo and behold, if you do decide to make a spin-off tag team, you could call them the day after tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be better
It's
as
getting better, folks.
hopefully it'll be
Or
better as a
could you call
tag
them
team.
leftovers?
Oh. Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away.
Wow.
Then I read the bills and I had to run away.
So now I'm in Belize in Mexico.
Oh,
man.
look at that.
You know,
Let me put an ice bottle, a water bottle.
Cesaro
on
not
the neck.
happy about the stopping of the match. I'm pretty sure Cesaro is going to have some neck surgery in his future. That plancha suicide dive that he tried, feet caught the rope, just didn't do him any favors. Hit way low on Sheamus. Just as he tried to roll, ended up doing basically what Lita did, which ultimately cost Lita her career. So
I mean, you also got to think that the WWE doctors and trainers at some point are going to be like, listen,
yeah.
you spend more time hurt than you have in the ring. And I guess, like, the creative team now, like, has his name on, like, this magnetic piece of paper or
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
So, like, oh, he's hurt.
Yeah,
Next.
Well, when do we get to declare the winner of this?
Probably
seven.
on Raw. They'll do we want to
There's
win.
Stan's headband.
I'm not a hugger. I'm a slapper.
For those keeping track at home, Stan's favorite person is in the front row. Again.
He tried to hide from us with glasses, but we figured out who it was.
Yeah.
Trying to be
Well, he's
incognito.
trying to big time it now. Got the
Is that what it
shades
is?
on,
We're giving him too much airtime.
looking clean. He's like, I got to show up for my boys.
Oh, look at Bailey and the homage to Dusty Rhodes.
No, what? But that's a good point. Speaking of Dusty Rhodes,
Dusty.
what about old Cody?
Hey, how about that? By the way, TNA saw an uptick in the ratings for that.
Yeah, because they lied to us.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah, Cody's going to be there tonight. And
Oh,
what is
yeah,
it?
they do
A bunch of
promo video.
vignettes. I was like, you mother.
October 2nd, Cody Rhodes makes his debut.
And
Got a
for those
pay-per-view.
keeping track at home, that was
Who's buying a
Brian
pay-per-view?
bringing up
I'm not.
TNA.
Hey, guys.
Yes, sir.
If I can offer this one up, speaking of Cody, and it depends on where you are as to whether or not he can use the last name Rhodes. I did get this one sent to me by a friend of mine. I've had a chance to interview a couple of times, Kizarny Sinbodi. And Cody will be appearing on Freak Show Wrestling. It is going to be on October the 22nd, Fremont Street, I do believe that is Las Vegas, Nevada. From that vantage point, he's going to be taking on Funny Bone on this show. Follow Kizarny and follow Freak Show Wrestling for a little bit more information. And also, I'll actually be having Kizarny on Back to Basics in 2 weeks. But Cody will be in Vegas.
I tell you, Kizarny is an odd cat.
I
interviewed him. We interviewed him on this very ring years ago. That was a unique interview, to say the least.
Oh, he was cool as hell. But see, the reason why I thought of him actually is because when Michael Cole called Ding Dong, Brian Kendrick, who I have a lot of respect for. I didn't mean to call him Ding Dong in a negative way. I really don't.
It's a good Ding Dong, not a bad Ding Dong. Get it right.
The truth finally comes out about Stan. Damn.
There it is.
Oh, jeez. You too.
Bam.
You too. And too, Eddie.
But when Michael Cole referred to Brian Kendrick as the Wizard of Odd, that hit two things in my brain. Number one, Sinbodi, Kizarny. Number two, Gallagher. Because Gallagher's production company has always been called Wizard of Odd Productions, and actually Kizarny has called himself the Wizard of Odd for a number of years. So unless they better not try to copyright that, because I think they'll get sued.
The most bitter performer in sports entertainment as well, or entertainment in general.
Who?
Gallagher.
I love him to death.
That man hates people. He hates people you don't even know.
Is that the guy with the comedian with the sledgehammer?
Bingo.
Yeah, it's when he used to smash all the watermelons.
Wouldn't you hate people? That's the only way you could get over.
I mean, come on. After so many times, just think about his produce bill.
I mean, think about it. He does stand up after about 30 seconds of like, oh, crap, get the watermelons.
This guy ain't no good.
Producer!
I'll take him.
Get the watermelon!
I'll take him over Carrot Top, and I still like Carrot Top too. Sorry.
Yeah, he has his moments, I guess. Here we go. Your drunk Uncle Jericho. Here he comes. He looked like,
and he needs to come out with like a wine glass or something. Just be swirling around as he's walking. Yeah.
He needs to have somebody ride him out on one of those old those bikes with the seat on the back. Where he can sit and do it.
Oh, rickshaw.
How many people?
A small little glass of like rum or something like that.
He needs Cesaro's detachable suit.
Oh, wow, that would be awesome.
Drink it up, man.
They can bring out a whole bunch of Chris Jericho wine glasses.
Real quick, predictions.
Yes.
Rob, prediction.
Sami Zayn.
Brian.
Shane.
Stan.
Jericho.
Does the match steal the show, Rob?
Yeah.
Brian?
So far, yes.
Okay.
Quite possible.
Stan?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm done.
Okay.
How?
Peace, we're out of here.
It all depends on what Jericho shows up.
Well,
That's true.
If the Jericho of late shows up, definite.
Yeah.
If the Jericho of like a year and a half ago shows up, it'll be over in 10 minutes.
I think it depends on what Sasha Banks or how she's feeling.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel sorry because that family has not gotten that woman's credit card blocked from this guy yet.
All right, so here's a question.
Go for it.
I want you to think all the way back to WCW.
WCW.
And Jericho's, first appearance, or would you ever thought we'd be watching him 20 years later?
Yes.
Back...
And still being able to reinvent himself.
Yes.
Then?
Look at the Jericho from ECW.
What's that?
Look at the Jericho in ECW. Was better than the Jericho in WCW.
Oh, definitely. But I would have never imagined back in 94, 95 when we first saw Jericho. I would have never imagined seeing him.
Ponytail in the middle of his head?
Yeah. All the way up through his conspiracy victim. I mean, now that was all really good.
They don't even hit him.
I just wouldn't have imagined. If ever there's a guy that's a first ballot Hall of Famer, it's definitely Chris Jericho.
Well, I think one of the reasons that he has stayed fresh is because he's done what some haven't done. He has taken the time away.
Yeah, I mean, he's not afraid to do it either.
I mean, he takes the time away, but then he also keeps his foot in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like some of the other guys that go and then are gone for a while and then come back for a couple matches like The Rock and then leaves.
Yeah.
Granted, you can't compare The Rock and Chris Jericho, but
well,
relevant in the wrestling business, Chris Jericho. The Rock comes back for his like 1 or 2 matches, and then or that he's in the back, got a few drinks, and they're like, "Hey,
what do you think?
the crowd hates your cousin. Go out there and warm him up." But
It's bad one. Kill the sound.
That's you. That's the TV back there.
Oh, my bad, yo. My bad, homie. I'm sorry.
But watch your mouth.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, and I don't have the balls to go tell my wife to turn down.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
After you told her to
she
come get the
already
dog.
hates me.
Yeah.
Comic books and all that. She already hates me.
Oh, she hates me.
Oh yeah, listen to this, corner to corner fans.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
We are avid comic book collectors, game players, toy collectors, and as children, we had all these toys of the 80s, the G.I. Joes, the Transformers, and all those things.
I take offense to being called avid.
Okay, some of us are like fanatic. Some of us are kind of like borderline psychotic. But, I mean, here it is. Brian and I, looking for a local comic book store, somewhere to go to get our fix, as you say. And then there's Stan, who just goes, well, I go to my comic book store. I go to a comic book store in Fredericksburg, which the only one we could ever find in the town next to us is this one that Brian and I both went in one time, and we're like, it's all right, but...
Oh, that's one of my sponsors.
So then...
No names. Just Matt.
He never...
Right.
The Stan never... Ever...
That's not true.
Came on and said, hey, look at this, guys. There's this really cool store that has this and this and this.
Guys, there's a comic shop off Harrison Road. That's what I told you repetitively.
Stop it.
You're so full of crap.
You have not.
But had you said, they have more toys than
Dude,
they have
no
comic
idea.
books.
I got no idea of all the stuff he's got. He's got so much crap there.
All you have to do is walk in the store.
So he's been going to this place for 3 years, but he has no idea what they have. Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to throw the flag on this one?
Toys as far as
corner to corner fans, just think about it. He's let us all down today. Today is a dark day in the corner to corner history.
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
As Stan had this honey hole of toys and collector stuff, and he's just like, I don't know, guys. I just can't find any place around here.
Well, now that you guys know,
knowing that every time I get one, I always got to post a picture to y'all, which probably drives y'all nuts.
And now that you guys know about it, I'll never be able to get in there again because everything will be sold out.
Correct.
Bunch of heathens.
I will work on that.
And this episode of Corner to Corner, brought to you by Stan's Honey Hole.
This is the honey hole we can talk about on public.
Yes, it is. Whoa.
I'm talking about his other honey hole.
Whoa, watch it now. It's getting uncomfortable over here.
Oh, don't worry. Brian had to visit that honey hole, too, because Stan had to pay his penance.
Well, there was one night in Charlotte.
Thought we weren't going to talk about that.
It was this dark and lonely night.
I needed the money.
No, you didn't.
At the bar with Jim Cornette at Bar Louie.
Oh, shoot.
Stan had to split 2 beds. I didn't get seconds, though.
Also in the news this week, Tammy Sitch arrested.
For what? What'd she do this time?
Violated her parole.
Oh.
Yep. Did y'all see how Stan,
slid the girl up in there? Hey, if she goes to jail, you going to be a pen pal?
I don't think
Stan's
she'd be
already
fine.
sent her. Stan's already sent her $1,700 for her legal fees.
Judging from her Twitter account, she's got enough married men to handle. I don't think she needs to deal with any
Yeah, but she's
divorcees.
in jail.
Well, I think I'll be hopping off that train real soon here.
Oh, don't get discouraged.
Oh,
You could write her and be the match made in jail.
I mean, you've only fulfilled half her Amazon list.
Yeah, just don't send her a picture. You'll be out. Then maybe other girls will write you.
I'll send her our soon-to-be T-shirt logo.
No, don't do that.
She can decide for herself which one she wants.
Don't do that.
You can send her the picture from like mid forehead
Hello.
Yeah, because
to chin, you know, like, but not the weird one that you post online of you looking down at your phone like, "Hey, my name's Dan. I drive a van.
Get her done.
I got a clown mask in the back seat, and I'm gonna sit here right around town."
Oh, God.
Y'all won't go for a ride.
But anyway,
I don't reckon I got no reason to kill nobody.
oh, don't make me, don't make me throw down.
French fried taters.
Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade, but you know, I guess my mama didn't matter what that guy's doing to her.
Meanwhile, Sami Zayn and Chris Jericho are throwing down.
It's a match, as I said. This match is going to be.
You know, kind of getting back to what we were talking about, though, with Chris Jericho, I don't know how he manages to continue to come up with just different twists on who Chris Jericho, the character, is.
Well, I think that one of the differences we've seen is he's not afraid to come out there.
Right.
Because you see, even when he was a part-time schedule,
Well,
he would come out, and one week he'd be a heel, and the next week he'd be a face. And if it didn't work, then he went right back to what he was doing.
real quick, while it's still fresh, that's one of the reasons that kind of a move works. Jericho, as he's chasing Sami Zayn, has his hands out like he's trying to catch him. Most times in a spot like that, the one guy, the babyface, is just holding onto the rope, waiting. Instead, Zayn's backstepping the whole time. Jericho's got his hands out like it's an actual chase. That spot made sense.
Well, and it's
Holy
the moves.
crap, look at Sami go!
It's the moves, but it's also the drama behind it.
Yeah, the psychology of it.
You know, I mean, but
Wait a
what
minute,
Sami
wrestling is psychology?
Zayn just did is one of the issues that a lot of people have with wrestling today is because of you do one of those spots every now and then. That's what it used to be. People would freak out. Now Sami Zayn's known for doing that. At least once or twice a match, he's going to fly from one side of the ring to the
It's
other.
almost a requirement, a prerequisite.
I mean, where do you get to the point where you're like, you know what, guys? Here's what we're going to do. Y'all are going to go out there and stand and act like you're hurt, and I'm going to fly and hit you in the head. One of you's going to catch my foot, and the other one's going to catch my butt.
Michinoku driver! Wow. Guys, what do you think of the new Michael Cole? Calling wrestling holds. Really doing more play-by-play rather than his old
I've never been a fan of Michael
heel
Cole.
shtick.
So.
No, I was never a fan of Michael Cole, nor his heel stick. Stick.
Yeah.
He said shick.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
And he's like, let me rewind that. Did I hear that right?
Let's go to the tape.
Let's go to the audio tape.
I had to throw that out there.
I mean, it's refreshing to hear
The next
Cole-
hour of Corner to Corner will be preempted by a replay of the J.P. Herman Show.
No, because they're, explicit.
Extraordinarily.
Yeah, right. If Wiki can't say a four-letter word, I don't know if he can talk.
He actually
We don't
does.
talk about other shows on the network, Stan. We're
Hey.
happy family members.
No, we love Wicked. I'm just saying. This is how he is.
So I should get a guest spot and see who can out four-letter the other
Oh,
one.
between the two of you, it would be a mess. Eddie, I don't think you have a button fast enough.
I got three words for you.
But the best part is we do it at church time. We do it like Sundays at 10.
I know it.
10 a.m.
Hey,
Guess
look,
what time it is?
I'm prepared for this show. I found a button that just sounds like somebody died at the hospital. Guaranteed to catch them all.
Coming up next on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network, the Sunrise Service with Stan and Sinister. Or Sunnyside. Never mind. That's her next movie, Sunnyside Up.
No, she's already got that movie. That's the name of her last movie, isn't it?
I don't.
You do,
don't
dude.
know.
You got it
Don't
at
act
home.
like you
I
don't
do not have
know.
it.
You got it on Blu-ray.
Sunnyside Up. That's the name of the last one.
You want to take your phone or iPod thingy off of my phone? What are you? Would you please? What are you doing?
He's
Why are you getting so bad?
Trying to hold my phone with his phone.
Oh.
I think Stan has some little hidden feeding tendencies in there.
Little feeding tendencies.
I mean, Stan's getting a little.
What's that?
He's getting his feelings hurt already because
Did you hit the
he's
sauce?
attacking a 13-year-old.
You hit the sauce?
I mean, I didn't really attack. It's not like I.
All right, so the next time there's a pay-per-view
Yes.
where I'm off on Monday,
Okay.
we'll do this with some of the nice apple pie I got in the fridge. And we'll see just how crazy we can get.
The drunk tank episode.
We've said that we were going to do this for how long?
It's just a matter of planning.
I got to work in the morning, so
You
I
gotta
can't
have
get drunk.
the next morning so you can actually recover.
Well, yeah, off the stuff I'll be drinking.
Comes a haluba kick. Oh, Jericho ducks
No,
down.
he ducks down. Chicken.
Taking the powder.
Oh, here he
Oh,
comes.
Here it comes.
I'm going to run.
Nope.
No.
Boop, boop, up. Oh.
Oh, wow. Jericho's not liking that.
Jericho's like, I'm too old for this crap.
I don't know if Sammy's liking that.
He'd have bruise on his back.
And of course, Stan's looking
It's
at
probably a
Sami Zayn's
pimple.
butt.
Probably a pimple.
Did anybody else notice Sami Zayn's red mark on his butt?
It's
No.
a pimple. That's
Stan
not a
did.
bruise. It's a pimple.
Go pop it for him, Stan.
Ew. Oh, that's nasty.
That's not right.
That is gross.
But this match is leaving up to the hype.
It's Jericho just put his face on the terminal. Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm done.
So, was there any? Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Nice. Oh, that's a good way to tear your groin. Oh, that ain't no good.
Yeah,
Code breaker. No.
he might have called turnbuckle on that one.
Ow!
That move, I think, should be outlawed.
Between that and the buckle bomb, I'm surprised more people aren't hurt.
I'm surprised they still let him dive through the turnbuckle like that, going from corner to corner.
Yay!
Uh,
Missed it again.
Sami Zayn, we should get a sponsorship with him. This move was brought to you by Corner to Corner.
All right, so did y'all see the Hall and Nash on the JBL?
I did. That was a good interview.
That was a very good interview.
I really like the deposition videos where they're like, check out my cool shirt. How's this?
I thought it was funny when they said that they were at the arena and the WWE said they were going to bring out Diesel and Ramon, and they made them sit in front of the TV. And Nash was like, even the whole time they were like,
Dummies.
how are they going to do this? How they're here? How they?
I mean, were they waiting for them to do like the quick change, like Superman out of the phone booth? Ta-da! It's not really Kevin Nash. We fooled you all along.
It was me, Austin. Okay.
And I thought it was interesting too, where Nash said that he won the world title with like under 100
Yeah, under 100
matches.
matches. It just goes to show if Vince or the powers that be think that they've got something in you, they're going to take a shot.
Yeah, I guess it was hard not to with Diesel.
I mean,
So-
he caught fire pretty quick, and that's a good example of him capitalizing when he was hot.
Right.
But just like he said, as soon as they got behind him, the fans turned on him. Because now he was their quote-unquote chosen one.
Right.
Or who beat up the old man?
And my memory...
He did beat up Bob Backlund in 8 seconds. I mean...
Yeah, but that was after Backlund took out Bret Hart, you know?
That's true.
It's like Braun
Took out the
Strowman
hero.
and all those guys he beats up every week.
Oh, nasty code breaker. Is that it? Is that
Nope.
it?
Oh,
Yes.
he got him.
Look at me. Woohoo! And with that, that's our first break of the evening. Stick with us right here on Corner to Corner Clash of Champions, baby. We'll be right back.
Baby!
What's up, everybody? It's Stan Grubb for Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio and the Beyond Ringside Radio Network. Hey, join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as the triple threat of wrestling radio goes live every week, giving you their thoughts and opinions on the world of professional wrestling. Myself, Brian, and Rob, all live, all here for you. And as my good friend Rob would say, from corner to corner and pillar to post, we bring it to you every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. BeyondRingside.com and ProWrestlingRadio.net.
Sunday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern here on BeyondRingside.com. Join us for the Midnight Black Mass. Myself, the Reverend Dan Wilson, brings you the dark gospel of professional wrestling, uncensored, unedited, uncut, and not for the faint of heart. You can find out more about us at youtube.com/pottyhumor or subscribe at Potty Humor on iTunes and Stitcher today.
The To Be Determined show live Wednesday nights, 9 Central Standard Time. Join myself, the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, the Grand Design, Clyde Braddock, and the Magic City Runner, Fast Eddie Lane, as we take you to the edge of uncensored. Yes, we go uncensored, so make sure you have your earmuffs. Ask your parents, for those of you that are a little young, maybe under 18, but make sure if you have any heart conditions or any mental defects, please listen, because they may take effect right here live every Wednesday night, 9 Central Standard Time. Beyond Ringside Radio Network, BeyondRingside.com.
Howdy, friends. This is the Magic City Motormouth, Fast Eddie Lane, with your invitation to join yours truly, along with Mark Mabo Bowman and the Oracle of Ominous, the Wicked Nemesis, every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific, for Beyond Ringside Live. Wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Keep your eyes open on BeyondRingside.com for all of upcoming show information, and, of course, catch us on social media as well. Until then, we'll see you this Sunday, 6:30 Eastern, for Beyond Ringside Live on the Beyond Ringside Radio Network.
Do you like beer? Do you like business? Do you like businesses that make beer? Then you'll love this new show. It's the Beer Trail Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Price, and we're going to travel through the world of craft beer and talk to the breweries and see how they got started and what inspired them to make their beer. So check it out at thebeertrailpodcast.com and tell your friends, and hope to see you on the trail.
That's not true. I did it one time. I screwed up. Actually, I sounded really good. Go ahead, Stan.
Are we back? Oh, we're back. Hey, guys. How's it going?
Did we just do this?
Welcome back to the Corner to Corner show.
Yeah, we just...
This is Rob, Brian, and the Dictator Stan.
Oh, shoot.
Iron Fist. And we're heading into...
Stan Alini. I got Rob Stradamus and Stan Alini.
Heading into the triple threat for the women's title. We've got Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Bayley.
They're showing the video of Charlotte dropping Sasha on her head.
Beating the crap out of her. Oh, by the way, Sasha's hurt. Oh, I don't care. I'm just going to beat her up anyway. What's that? You want her to win? I don't think
You know,
so.
the last things they probably said going out there was like, take it easy on Sasha.
Right. Be careful. Oh, I'll be careful.
And then Sasha kicked her one time too hard. She goes, it's just on.
Said something bad about her hairdo, something. I don't know.
But see, you know
Let
how
women fight about it.
we always talk about who has a push and who's getting a push that doesn't deserve one. But then you have Dana Brooke who has no push. Like, there's like nothing.
Yeah, but something tells me her no push will end up somewhere.
Now, my question is, who's ripping off who? Okay? Is TNA with the Maria and whatever angle ripping off Charlotte and Dana Brooke? Or is Dana Brooke and Charlotte ripping off them? Because I don't watch TNA that often, so I don't know who had it first.
I don't know the timeline of that, but I think actually Maria and what's that girl's name, Allie?
Did you hear the lie that just came out of his mouth?
I mean, Rob, you actually keep up better with TNA and Lucha than I do. So, I mean...
Like having them fast forward.
Well, that's maybe true, but you actually keep up with it better than I do. Just saying.
I agree. Considering what we did the show, Wasn't he watching TNA while we were doing the show?
But I will.
And Lucha.
You have to give him credit. He did watch it in fast forward.
I know. I got it.
I wish. Totally off the subject we talked about, but I wish I could remember the two guys' names that were in the match on Lucha last week, where they did like a battle match. It was like they started up on top, and they had like the military guns and the little turrets, and then they fought, and then they went down. I mean, that was like a no holds barred match from.
It was one of them was Willie Mack, and I don't remember the other guy's name, but apparently it was pretty badass.
I know how we can fix it.
How we fix that?
I know how we can fix it. Him not knowing somebody's name.
Huh.
So Rob can now be the correspondent of Lucha Underground and TNA from corner to corner.
Don't be putting TNA on me, Mr. TNA.
No, bro. No,
put that even on
TNA is on you. You're the one always brings up. Well, TNA's going to turn around.
No. As a news reporter, it's my job to report the news.
Broadcast journalist.
Right. It's my job. However, I don't watch it while I'm doing the show.
No shizo.
Gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
If my notes are correct, actually, if it was the Mac, he was involved in a match with Matanza Cueto, the Lucha Underground champion, and the Mac got that match because he won, or excuse me,
spin the wheel thing.
He was, yes, Dario's Dial of Doom.
I was actually talking about not this week, but like the week before.
I think that wasn't 2 weeks. Let me see. This week was the Mac. The week before, I believe that was Son of Havoc.
Not against Dario. Not against
Matanza.
Yeah, not against the Matanza. It was two other people that wrestled in like a war match.
Oh no, you're talking about Marty the Moth Martinez and Killshot.
Yeah, yes, there we go.
Yeah, they had the Lucha Underground version of a boot camp match, and oh my god, that was hellaciously good.
I was watching it, and I was like, there was that long pause during the show where I wasn't saying anything because I was just sitting there going, like it was actually one of the first matches.
For those of you at home, Rob's face was just, duh.
It was one of the first matches in a long time that haven't passed forward.
Wow.
I can watch.
Since
I watch TNA all the time, I watch it in 15 minutes.
That's not true.
I fast forward
because I'm pretty sure he was giving us the play-by-play on the arena match.
The arena match with the Rockstars Fun. Otherwise known as the TNA house show.
What comments did I give? Hey, when the guys came out, they played to the audience that wasn't there, and oh yeah, there's no one there.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. That's your beat now, bud. That's your beat.
Or you ain't gonna hear shit about TNA.
There he goes.
Rob get mad because we done found him out.
42-15.
I wonder if Sasha is really hurt. Like, do you think she's getting cortisone shots and stuff?
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them probably get cortisone shots.
That's a rough way to do business. That's all I'm saying.
Although I do have to say, somebody brought up Maria Kanellis a couple of minutes ago. I'm sorry, Maria looks much nicer in a thong than Charlotte does.
Oh well, I mean, I think you're right.
Rob is mad.
I think Maria and I think it's Cherry Bomb. Allie, isn't that who that is?
Yes.
Okay, they've been doing their routine longer than Charlotte and Dana Brooke.
Yeah, about a few weeks.
But honestly, I think Charlotte and Dana do it better.
Because Maria doesn't slap the other one.
I think Maria's afraid she'll get killed. She's like this, and maybe I'm wrong, but I mean, she's this little petite woman, and I think she's afraid to really mix it up. Whereas, like, of course, Charlotte and Dana.
Charlotte just smacks the taste out of Dana Brooke's mouth.
Yes.
Like that one smack she did, it was like...
Do they have conversations beforehand? Hey, this week when you slap me, I want you to hit me with an open hand. No,
when she shoved her down last week, it looked like Dana Brooke wasn't expecting it.
Right.
Like when Dana Brooke hit the ground, she was kind of like...
Actually, I expected Charlotte to throw a back elbow on the trip down the rampway because Dana was just like right wedged up her wazoo.
What's with this lazy tape job they just did on Sasha?
I mean, they always do that.
But it's not even like tight. It's not even like an actual rap job.
It's never tight.
Bailey's giving a throwback to Dusty Rhodes. Sasha's giving a throwback to the old trainers he used to have with Hulk Hogan. He'd come out,
And that's where they pull the
King Kong Bundy's push him, and he comes out with tape around his wrist.
Hot bush.
Hulk Hogan's the only one I know that could get something landed on his head, and he'll come out next week with his
ribs all taped.
Or like the Elite figure you could buy, and it comes with rib tape. Woo!
Oh, I just saw a new one the other day. Crap, I forgot to...
It's Rob's favorite ring announcer. Why don't you like this one, Rob? No, you
Yeah.
Who's Raw? Does Raw or SmackDown got a new one?
SmackDown's got the new one.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a damn new one.
Hey, mine's pretty old.
That's what she said.
Oh! Wah, 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 wah.
Well, I was going to go for the other one, but I didn't figure you'd catch it. Yep, that's the title of the new sex tape, huh?
Oh, wow. This is just getting deep over here.
Depends on what bathroom they go in.
Well, if you're in North Carolina, both bathrooms are a happy place.
And the boyfriend standing up in the back.
Hey.
Bam.
But you got to give the WWE credit for the homage to the yesterdays of the Clash of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can tell there's a changing of somebody up top because Vince would never have let that happen a few years ago.
Well, but the thing is,
they did the Bash and they did Starrcade.
Yeah, but I thought they did a Clash.
They did Starrcade?
Nope.
No, they never did Starrcade. They did the Bash.
Great American Bash. There was another one they did too, I think.
They did. I can't remember.
They need to bring back Halloween Havoc.
I would. I mean, it's an obvious, easy sell for kids.
Right.
I mean,
we bring out the Gobbledygooker, and the
Yeti, the
the
Boogeyman,
big inflatable pumpkin,
the Shockmaster,
Black Scorpion, Stern.
All right, so I was looking at some of the new figures coming out. Of course, they got a Magnum TA figure.
Sasha pushing.
And on the Magnum TA figure, it says, like, first appearance in the line or something like that.
Right.
What's the name of the loot crate?
How
cool would it be
awesome
to have a Magnum TA put in the loot crate?
Oh, you mean like the guy that had a bag of 25 of them to sign at the Legends Fest? Mr. TA, can you sign all my figures for eBay, please?
That even upset the people that had to sign them.
Right.
Well, I mean, but if you're Magnum, all right, knowing it hurts you every fiber of your being,
just to sign
just
one.
sitting there and signing one, and here's some jagoff that brings a whole bag through,
who's not even old enough to really know who he is,
right,
or care,
right.
My dad says I should have you sign this so I can sell it for money.
And I liked it. It was you, Brian. It was like, hey, I got one thing, and I want to go get some other autographs. Can I just? Well, I bought my autographs the same as you did.
Yeah. Well, each one of them, though, because I hopped down the line to get Tully's.
Yeah.
Right? Because we were stuck, and Tully had nothing, Ole had nothing.
Yeah.
Who was else? Magnum was at the end. Wasn't there somebody between
Iron?
Ole?
There was Iron and Tully.
Arn? Yeah, it was Arn,
and
Tully.
Ole was just sitting over there in his wheelchair waiting to do photo ops.
Right.
Every woman for himself right now.
But
Sasha just took out Bailey.
Nobody was at Tully, so I was like, screw it, I'm just going to hop over here.
Yeah.
And so, because Arn was signing a couple things for him, and then I hop back in the line, and they make him stop, and so that they can, he can sign more.
Nice.
And I think it was Arn that made the comment about him bringing all this crap in for him to sign.
That was a hell of a chain of moves right there.
But then he did what you shouldn't do. Like, he had all that stuff for them to sign, but he didn't have it all ready.
Right.
Like, if you have somebody going to sign a book, or multiple books, you have the books all open to the page the guy's got to sign, and you stack them. So when you hand him the stack, all you do is he signs one, you pull it out, signs it, pulls it out.
Right.
No, when you got big 11 by 14 photos
right,
in plastic sleeves, you got to pull them all out.
You know what bugged me the most about how that was handled was that it wasn't necessarily the people running it that bothered me as much as it was just the fans that didn't care. Like, they were just rude.
Well, yeah, but this guy was totally in it for profit.
Right.
Well, and that's what gives those things the bad. Well, my thing was that one thing was poorly run. You could have done it a whole lot different.
Right.
And you could have done like the Q&A, like not necessarily the Q&As, but like you could have done.
Oh, what is this?
All of the photo ops and stuff.
Oh, stunner on the second rope.
Anyway, I've never run one, so I can't say.
Oh my!
Good
God.
night, Bailey.
Chuck her.
Oh!
I thought you were going to chuck her in the front
Thank
row.
goodness she ducked her head at the last minute.
Dana earning that paycheck. Oh! Sasha just ate the turnbuckle. Dang on it. If you couldn't have classified Charlotte as reckless before, I don't know. That was kind of screwed up.
That was a lot of
I'm
force.
sure it's part of the deal, but
Oh!
I think she got her hands up.
Well, you know what Triple H says? It ain't ballet. Or every other wrestler that's ever put on their boots.
Maybe it's just that we're not used to seeing the females do that stuff.
Well, this is not either. This is a amped up version of what Lita and Trish and those guys used to do.
Very much so, yeah.
This isn't the fluff of the Bellas out there.
Right. This isn't the divas. This
laying
is
around and
wrestling. Correct.
And I think that's. Oh, how do you land correctly when you're flailing like that?
You don't. You just pray that the padding holds.
Oh,
dude.
A lot of force behind it.
I don't know that I would, because I remember after. Oh, wow, that was nice. I remember after SummerSlam, people were actually complaining they thought Charlotte was being careless. And while some of it, yes, some of it, no. I mean, you're in the heat of the action. I think you just get amped up, and it happens.
Well, I also think that, one, again, like it's a style they're not used to seeing on the main roster.
Right.
And two, Charlotte is 90% leg.
Very true.
So when she does moves, sometimes they just look off because...
there goes the cheapy tape.
Or she might have more leverage to it.
Oh!
Because when she did her somersault off the top rope,
the moonsault
onto her moonsault onto Sasha, it looked sloppy.
Yeah,
but then you realize the top of her left 20 minutes before her legs got off the turnbuckle.
Well, she's 6 foot. Was she 6 feet?
I would say so. And then when she drops Sasha in the turnbuckles and Sasha, I think that was just like a momentary, because she looks like she just lost either control or her muscles just gave out for a second, and it was a pure accident.
It's kind of like what people were saying about Seth Rollins. I don't think she did it maliciously. Could it have been done differently? Sure. But like with Seth Rollins, and he does that buckle bomb. That buckle bomb is delivered how many different times to how many different people, and a freak accident happens to like a guy like Sting, and all of a sudden it's dangerous. Mm-hmm. No, you don't want to see it happen to people, but I mean...
It goes back to the pile driver with Steve Austin.
Right,
all right. A pile driver's been used for how many years? And in one time, a main eventer gets their head put 1 inch too low, and then it jars them.
Yep.
Which, it's a risk they all take every night.
And it could have happened to anybody. But
it happened to Buff Bagwell, didn't it?
Right.
But because it happened to Steve Austin, all of a sudden, hold up.
Yep.
Yeah, because there wasn't no outcry.
Owen had a negative stigma for months after that because they thought it was his fault.
There wasn't no outcry for Buff Bagwell. They brought his mom in. I mean, how much better could you get?
I mean, you look at now. I can't remember the particulars behind it, but like Draws and D'Lo.
Right. Very much. Running powerbomb, and we didn't see that move in WWE for a long time after that. It wasn't that I can recall until Seth Rollins really did it.
Well, I think a lot of the comments of the Diva division, the women's division, is just because...
Oh, nice, Bale.
Well, the fact that we're not used to seeing this long a match, this caliber of a match.
Oh!
And this isn't your typical WWE triple threat, where two are in the ring, one's laying out.
Nice.
This has been this has been a good... The three of them in the match for the most of the part. You know?
Well, yeah, you're right. There's not a lot of, I'm going to take a rest, and you're going to take a spot, you're going to take 5 minutes, and I'm going to stay outside the ring, whatever.
Oh, no, she got her both.
Oh, this
again, I've said it before. Sasha Charlotte 1. Sasha Charlotte 1 was a main event you could have put in WrestleMania.
I agree.
Bayley and Sasha.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that first one in
NXT,
TakeOver,
right.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And for all Trish and Lita, I don't know if they could have ever main evented.
Well, the product has changed so much.
Oh! Double knees to Bailey. Bailey just gets mugged outside the ring this whole time.
Well, it almost looked like one of the knees was on her face.
Well, I think this is the way the WWE's going to answer the way that Bailey got popped when she came out.
Mm-hmm.
And
why,
the immense...
why doesn't the ref go check Bailey? She's not moving.
You know? But then you also got to finish the Sasha Charlotte angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully they won't, though. Because to me, it's like Zayn and Owens.
Yeah, it just never ends.
Yeah, just let it die down for a little bit and crank it back up.
And honestly, they really can't afford for it to end because it's Nia Jax. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Are you kidding me? That was sick.
God, she just looks so much like Ric Flair. It ain't funny. Then when she gets some eyeballs going.
That was definitely one call from, hey, Rick.
Oh, a belly to belly.
Belly to belly! Oh my god! Oh, look at that! Wow.
You know, when Rick got that call,
Nice.
honey, it's yours. He couldn't go,
Oh, wait.
You see the schnoz on this girl? Like,
Love Sasha's outfit tonight. Don't they all look like that?
Yeah. Hey,
Maybe do color scheme?
I don't know if you guys noticed on Talking Smack, but I got a tweet on the on
No,
the
you
crawl.
didn't.
Yes,
We
I
didn't
did.
see that
I
at
did.
all.
I did. It
I
was
don't
nice.
watch Talking Smack, so.
What'd you say?
Actually,
Hi.
I didn't really say anything.
Hi,
I really
guys.
didn't say anything that big either. It was like, wow, Dean Ambrose or something like that, and it was on there. I'm like, really? I don't get any of the other cool ones.
What you're telling
Wow,
us?
Dean Ambrose.
What you're telling us
I
is
marked
this
out for myself.
phobia you have with talking to people came into play while you were texting.
The social awkwardness is struck. Social media.
So what? The way you talk to, who was it?
Any of them
Anybody
down
on the
there?
Legends
Yeah,
Press?
any of them down in Charlotte? Yeah, because you would just put your head down, kind of kick your feet from side to
Hey,
side.
Stan.
I don't. You wouldn't even say hi. I'm Stan.
Oh man, it took a while.
We had to do it. Hi, this is Stan. He's socially awkward.
It took 2 out of the 4 days we were down there for me to finally start talking to everybody.
Yeah.
That's true.
Meanwhile, me and Rob are chatting with
Robert
Jim
Hobbs.
Ross and some of the
I'm
rest
like,
of
I don't
them.
want to interrupt people, man. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, look, it's Jim Ross. Shake his hand.
Hey, Mr. Ross, how you doing? This guy over here, the one that won't talk to you? Yeah, that's Stan. It's his fault.
Yeah.
That's all right. The Rob had a moment too, though, with Vel. I don't want to go talk to her. Come on, Rob. It's okay. We'll hold your hand.
But because I did,
Oh,
Are you going to do that again?
I did, you all got to talk to her again, and we actually had a conversation.
The key again, though, because I'd already talked to her.
We actually took you over there. That was
That's my girl,
That was
Vel.
fun. Talking to Velvet Sky was cool because I mean, not that I really had a negative opinion of her, but I didn't know she'd be that approachable. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, she loves her
Well,
flock.
same for Jim Cornette. Although I've never heard that you can't approach him before. I was so impressed with just how he handled the whole.
Uh-oh.
I like how
Uh-oh.
he stops.
Oh,
Like, I like
she got both of
Both of them.
He would stop in mid-sentence.
Kick out.
them. Rob's right, though. I watched that one. Rob is right.
Her body's
It's
on
just so
her legs are
awkward
still just.
to watch her come over. Takes forever.
Man, you know what? This.
Oh!
This might top Zayn and Jericho as match of the night.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
They were at a
bank
double
statement.
pin.
God, that
dude.
looks so nasty. Oh, Dana Brooks in the ring.
I guess you got to do a back bridge. Well, there's no DQ in a triple threat. You can't disqualify her. Yeah.
You can't?
Nope. But you can have it rolled up.
Uh-oh. Get in there, Charlotte.
Oh, that would have been cool if Charlotte took a. Uh-oh. Nope.
Oh, she pulled the hair.
Hey,
Sasha's getting crazy.
she the
Oh!
boss. The boss wants that belt back.
Don't pull Balor's ponytail. I mean, Bailey's ponytail.
Mrs. Balor.
Oh.
Are they? I wonder if they're still dating.
You think that she went to Raw?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a coincidence?
He knows where Nikki's at, don't you? You don't think John's sitting in the back going, Nikki?
I How much you want to bet in like 6 months they split up? We'll find out John Cena had an affair with Carmella or something.
No.
If I get that right, you guys owe me a beer.
No.
Well, it would be a step up from Nikki.
Look at this blatant cheating by
What's up, Eddie?
It would be a step up from Nikki. I mean, that way John Cena's sex life would no longer be irrelevant.
Oh.
What is... backcracker! Into a flip! Bank statement.
Don't do it, Bailey.
Who fixes a headband in the middle of a submission hall? Wait, my hair is such a mess.
That's how they are. They gotta look perfect.
Sasha, pull my headband out of the bed.
Her hair was perfect. Oh!
Ouch!
What happened to handcuffs? Why wouldn't you just handcuff somebody in a triple threat when you got the best of them? Just handcuff them to the rail.
I think the last time we saw handcuffs was that Hell in a Cell with the Shield and Evolution or whatever? I think that's the last time we saw them. That I can.
They need to do Halloween Havoc with the cage.
Chamber of Horrors.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
Wouldn't you talk like the triple cage?
No, this was like the one that had like the electric chair and all this other craziness.
Yeah, but wasn't that a triple chair?
You're talking about
triple cage?
You're talking about the Tower of Doom.
Yeah. Sorry. But isn't that one the Tower of Doom?
The Alliance to End Hulkamania versus Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. You got 8 guys against the Mega Powers.
Who was it that was talking about that? Was it Garvin?
Garvin.
Yeah.
He said that the paint wasn't even dry. That if you look close while watching the video, you can see that.
On their backs and everything. Yeah.
And that it was originally supposed to start in the bottom cage.
Wow.
You're supposed to the original format was supposed to start at the bottom cage and go up. And the last minute they said, "All right, you're going to go top and come down."
Well, I think though after watching it a couple, I think you have to go down. Because then you would have to have a ladder to climb up, or
you got to think the ones who are in it.
Wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying
you got to have that. You're up there, and
there's no way Kevin Sullivan can even jump to it.
Kevin Sullivan wasn't going to reach up there.
Remember, it was Canyon that was thrown off of the Tower of Doom, like when towards the end of the days
when David Arquette won.
Yeah, well, no, when Jarrett won it because Arquette turned. They threw Canyon off the Tower of Doom.
Oh, no, there's no way I would do that.
Nobody beats Canyon except gravity.
May he rest in peace.
Good job, Rob.
Oh, he didn't die because of that.
Well, that's true. Great speaking of the dead, Rob.
Yeah, really. Who's got balling me or you?
I'm not sure.
So Charlotte retains. Dana Brooke did her job.
So, okay, in this situation, well, you know what? I'll ask the question, we'll go to break. In this situation, is Charlotte next for Nia Jax?
No.
We'll go through the answers for that in just a moment. We'll be right back, right here on Corner to Corner Classic Champions Edition.
Hey, don't forget the tea in the freezer.
The T and Z?
Yeah, so it don't freeze up.
Okay.
Should I hit the break? Should I hit the break now?
Yes, please.
We're still on it? Oh, man. I don't even know if I can do that. Hey, we're back.
What's going on? We're back right now.
I tried, Rob.
Corner to Corner
spotlight.
Wrestling Radio.
Why do you think he looks like that in the picture?
Don't you judge me.
24-inch pythons, baby.
Ain't nothing.
Combined. Maybe if you stab both your little pencil.
I don't know what Rob's so mad about. I mean, he could have crushed us both with one hand.
Yeah, he does look like Andre.
The Incredible Hulk himself, Rob Hefner, up in here. So
it's almost a very Freebird-esque.
It did have that kind of
Terry Gordon.
Yeah,
my picture looks like
Bam Bam.
Mm-hmm.
Rob Bam Bam Hefner.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I gotta say it, and folks, if you're wondering what we're talking about, very soon I have to send it over to our distributor, and I am happy to announce we have a distributor for our T-shirts, gentlemen.
What?
Stan's mom.
No, that was dirty.
Are you gonna sell your shirts at the show, Stan?
I gotta print them up in the basement again, but
You know what?
Stan, you can't come home until after 4 because I gotta make some shirts in your room.
What's going to be funny is the one time his mom actually listens.
She's gonna hear us all.
She's going to hear it, yeah. And then you're going to get a text saying you need to come home.
That'll be the end of the show. Stan can no longer do corner to corner. His mom has grounded him from the computer. Isn't Stan like 38? Shut up.
Has she ever heard us do it before?
On his door when he got home was an eviction notice. Stan's now sleeping in his car,
You think she's
which is
heard
at
us?
the service station.
It's not even my car. I can't sleep in my car because of that mechanic.
I don't think. Has she? You think she's heard us?
No, I don't.
You know somebody
I
got
don't think so either.
Maybe she did, but if it was probably not enough.
She didn't
to know
put
what it
two
was
and two
about.
together.
Right.
Yeah. Because back in the day, she'd have kicked us out.
It interrupted our announcement.
What?
Whatamaneuver.net, which is
What a
undergoing a revamping right now. They're getting ready to unveil their new site in November.
Mm-hmm.
Has signed on as our distributor for T-shirts. We will be utilizing them. We have to send them some artwork.
So that means I can come up with a crazy. I can start doing the whole Young Bucks thing and coming up with T-shirts and.
We're going to do everything we can, man. Now, folks, we don't have links available yet, but this is
Because their website's down till November.
Well, the gentleman that owns What a Maneuver, I've been in contact with him since we started this, and I don't know if you guys realize this, but as of this week, we are only 3 episodes away from our first anniversary.
First anniversary.
52 shows.
52 shows. Is that an actual anniversary?
52
I mean,
weeks.
shouldn't we do one at 50?
52.
Shouldn't next week
There's
be
52
50?
weeks into the year.
Then that would be a year anniversary, not 52 weeks. You gotta do it right, kid.
Is it bad if I kick him
This
in the nuts
this
on
episode,
the air?
this portion of Corner to Corner is brought
Nobody
to you by
has a 52
Matt.
anniversary.
It's a year. 52 weeks. Episode
If you
52
had
is a
been
year.
married, if you had been married for 52 years, what would you get?
Well, it's like when you have kids.
What
Your
would you
kid
get
is
her?
like your kid is like 18 months, and then everyone's like, at what point do you stop saying, "Hey, my kid is like 32 months old"?
Right. Be proud in the year.
Calgon, take me away. It is a year. That's what I just said.
Didn't say
Dude,
that.
let me
Don't
tell
say
you something,
52.
brother. Let me tell you something, brother.
Because if you're going to go 52, we might as well just celebrate at 50.
DC Comics, baby. 52.
But that's a comic
And then
story.
it's, trademark and gimmick infringement, and we get sued.
Well, our anniversary's coming up, folks.
That's right. Our
In 3
first
weeks.
anniversary in 3 weeks.
So this would be 49.
49.
So next week would be 50.
50.
So we can get the balloons.
Do we,
And the cake.
do we get black balloons for 50?
No, that's 40.
Stan can wear his Brian can wear his party hat.
Whee! You gonna have one of those?
That's a
money
dub's cap.
makers?
I think he sits there. He's going to have a little horn thing. Happy birthday to me.
We'll have kazoos.
No, it's already been done.
Ah, damn it!
Already been done.
Damn it, Edgy Christian. Hate you. I'm sorry, we love you. We take it back.
I'm like,
Brock Lesnar, guys, in the front row. Congratulations.
Oh,
Does that guy ever miss a show?
Brock beat up.
Oh, yes,
Randy
in Chicago, the rematch did take place where Brock beat Randy Orton again.
Yep, not sure how bad.
Yeah,
Well,
pictures show Brock holding a chair. Another dude.
Apparently
That was
after he
probably
looked
pretty bad.
I read the article after Brock did F5'd him and then won and left the ring. He came back to proceed to F5 him 2 or 3 more times and then left the ring again.
Dang.
So, in other words, I don't think there was the blood factor, but there was still the
brutality.
Well, it was just a simple house show.
I mean, the only thing missing from that match was Chris Tucker standing over and going, "You got knocked out."
But I think Randy is supposed to show up on Raw Monday.
Oh,
If I read it right.
really?
Yeah.
Can they keep
Randy
him?
Orton's like that rash that
Well,
doesn't go away.
Here's the thing: if they keep Randy Orton on Raw, that's yet another talent off SmackDown that's no longer there.
Yeah, but Brock has beaten Randy twice,
I mean, I think
and they're
you
on
can officially-
different shows. Why wouldn't Randy be like, you know what, screw it?
I think you
I've had
can
enough.
officially say that Brock won that feud.
Yeah.
I win.
What feud?
I mean, apparently there was a 15.
One guy's on injured reserve and comes back and gets his butt whipped twice. Not much of a feud.
Because, I mean, the tail
in high school we call that.
Get your ass, Mr. Postman.
The tail whippings Randy's gotten from him, he can't go over. You can't have Randy beat Brock Lesnar.
Look at that lumberjack beard in the front row. He's a lumberjack and he's okay.
He's there and you're not.
Hey. You're right. Alright, nothing to say, so I just say okay.
And I bow out.
Got Rusev and Roman Reigns locking up. Oh, you're kidding.
Our United States champion. That's the one we wish that.
Air United States champion.
USA hot to
Son of. You want them in the salsa?
I make him humble. Oh, Siki baby, we miss you. Lana looking ravishing as always. Yes. Hello, Lana.
Oh, that's a dude right there. In the white.
I was looking at Lana.
She's got an Adam's apple. So the menagerie of creepiness has now added another
a little bit of a Silence of the Lambs thing going on over there.
They may have an Adam's apple, but what bathroom do they go in?
It's what do they identify as? I identify them as creepy.
Well, look, she's only 2 down from Grandma. I mean, we're getting close to like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre type situation.
Well, she's always sitting next to creepy Grandma.
More like Psycho. Yes, Mother.
So, like, somebody needs to somewhere call social services and have them get that Grandma and get her some legal help. So this person's draining her bank account.
I mean,
no, they're on credit cards now. This is platinum card, baby.
They did that reverse mortgage.
Did you ever see the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Where they finally go in the house and you got the...
Like, are we talking about the Swagger ministry or...
Where you got like, you got the young guy with the buck teeth, the old creepy dude, leather faces there. There's like 4 family members.
You ever seen Wrong Turn?
Oh, Wrong Turn would be another one.
Wow.
Deliverance. You know, there's all types of creepy families out there. We have found another.
Pull off the catcher's vest. Pull off the catcher's vest.
Oh, Rusev heard him, shaking his hand.
Ow, 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 stop it, ow, ow.
The ref's like, hey.
Quit punching. I mean, he doesn't even really get in there. He's like, stop punching, please. Just stop, please. Please stop. Please.
That's not going to happen. Look at the size of him compared to the other.
Would anybody else laugh if The Rock just comes out and just drops Roman Reigns right there? Be like, what?
Chew. All right, so
remember, boy, I've given you everything.
Come on.
Anybody notice the difference in a WWE wrestler and a TNA wrestler?
Oh, it's a huge difference. The polish on a WWE wrestler,
the size,
is so different.
Look at the size.
Oh well, yeah.
I was quite shocked when the WWE wrestlers stack up to TNA and they're like Rob and Stan. You know what I'm saying? It's like Rob's WWE and Stan is TNA.
Bam Bam Gordy, Buddy Roberts. Bottom line.
I want to insult Buddy Roberts like
Hey.
I mean,
I'll be,
the WWE guys are monsters.
Best dad bod in the business.
Wait, that wasn't him.
That's me.
Wasn't that, what's
me, damn it.
What was the one in AWA that used to fight with the Rockers?
Oh,
Playboy Bloody Rock. That's you.
I remember the 800 number that they had. It spelled out. It was 1-800-BARDAX. And Vince would start spelling it 1-800-LAR. Hey, and they would always cut it before he'd get it all out there.
No, the ones that used to beat the Rockers.
Yeah, it was something Summers and Buddy Rose.
Yeah.
I was beating up the Midnight Rockers.
Went for a year. I mean, that's how you
Yeah.
do a feud. You just run them for a year.
What the hell did damn dog do?
Sleeping?
It's going after the stuff you have hidden in the kitchen.
Looking for the snakes?
Now she poked her head out. What?
Ain't no snakes. I don't like snakes, man. No snakes.
I'm an inside dog.
I thought I got all the snakes down here. What?
No snakes, Dad. No snakes. Please, no.
There ain't a snake down here, but there's a dime bag.
This is just a clumsy matchup. Reigns has his moments where guys will elevate him that he works with, and he'll look decent. And then he gets in there with a guy like Rusev, who's similar in size and stature, but it just looks clumsy to me.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh. I think he hit his hand up
You
on
know who
it.
he reminds me of?
Turn
Was the
post.
guy that was on Tough Enough. That wanted to be called the Yeti.
Bronson. That's the guy that called some of the guys on the full-time roster jobbers in his first week in NXT.
What?
Yeah, good call. By the way, he still hasn't made it to TV yet.
Or the fact that he was talking about, in his first, he was so set on the Yeti,
Yeah.
and he did his first, on camera, little promo thing, and everybody's sitting there, because, NXT, everybody's sitting there watching you.
Yeah.
That would be nerve-wracking.
He did his Yeti promo, and they're all like, what
They're
was
like,
that?
Didn't somebody tell him there was already a Yeti?
Yeah. Sami Zayn did. Zayn's like, but there's already a Yeti. He just did it like that. Action Bronson, I think is what he calls himself now.
No, that's not Action Bronson. He got a TV show.
Not Charles Bronson.
No, there's Action Bronson.
Huh?
He sits around and reviews stuff off of Ancient Aliens, and he gets high.
Oh, no. Okay, it's definitely Bronson, but I got you. It's Bronson something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not important enough to remember, really.
I recorded the one with Sabu and RBD. You talking about a train wreck?
Speaking of Sabu, he has a GoFundMe around right now for medical expenses for an upcoming hip surgery.
Ooh.
Still performing with needing to have his hip replaced.
This brings up the thing of, I just love all these people out here that have all this extra money to give it to all these other people.
I mean,
All you gotta do is ask.
I gave money to it, and I understand those that say I won't do it because they feel like it's irresponsible of the person asking for that kind of help. But if you're in a position,
I mean,
where
hey,
can't
if you
afford
can
it-
ask for it, people give it to you.
right?
On you. I mean, I wish we do one and say, send us to WrestleMania.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we were pushing for that, but we didn't do it.
Because it didn't fall under Stan's guidelines. It didn't get
Oh, I'm
pushed.
sorry. Did the moral compass go a little south for you guys? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
What moral
How is
compass?
that
We're like,
how
hey,
is that?
give us money to go to WrestleMania.
That's no different than these people on Twitter and whatever got these old Amazon things. Oh, thanks to the person that sent me the
Amazon
diamond
bracelet,
bracelet and pendant. I was hoping for the earrings.
Well, I mean, we're also not.
Not what?
I don't want to break. I don't know how to break it to you guys.
Not what?
I don't.
You think that's above us? Above us?
I'm
You don't
saying,
think we're good enough for that?
Yeah.
I'm not.
You
don't
don't
think
think we
we're good
can
enough for
hook
that?
up a GoFundMe to go to WrestleMania? All right, so you guys,
so we can't. Oh, no, I see what you're saying.
me and Rob, we'll
I mean,
start
they'll
one.
send me to
No,
WrestleMania.
me and Rob, we'll do it.
You can't go to WrestleMania. There's too many protective orders. You know.
Why is it always got to be protective orders with you?
Well, because you
All
just
right,
don't
so-
know when you just know it's not for no for you.
I'm assuming this is the throwaway match of
How
the
many
night.
times has Vince told you, leave me alone?
I would have thrown it away a long time ago. This has gone bad.
'Cause we-
this,
I wish I could give it no thumbs down
if you ever
and no
had
thumbs up either.
if there was ever a show,
I'll give it pinkies. I don't even give it thumbs. Oh, and that be that.
Dun dun. Rob had his picture taken. Now you're going to find out he has no picture.
Rusev could be hurt, holding himself a little
No,
gingerly
he's
on the
just
Rhea.
holding himself. What the hell was I going to...
We were talking about.
you kick the dog.
That's not
Yeah, I
smart.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
She's liable to bite your ass.
Anyway, we were talking about how. Well, the question was, I wonder if Bayley and Finn Balor are still dating.
No, that was not
That
the
was
question.
the question.
The question was, Why do you think we're not good enough?
No.
No.
We're past that.
No. That would neither one of them questions were the question. No.
Take another drink there, sir. Jesus.
What?
It was a question you wanted to ask prior to us going on a break.
The question was, now that Charlotte has beaten Bayley and Sasha Banks, is her next opponent Nia Jax or not?
No. It's too
Nia
early.
Jax has to go through Bayley and Sasha to get to Charlotte.
Right.
So does Charlotte then defend against Bayley next month?
I say you see another three-way. You're going to see another three-way next month. And there's going to be put a stipulation in it. Eventually, Dana Brooks is going to be... They're going to have to put Dana Brooks... There's going to be a reason she can't get in. You may see your first female steel cage match at some point.
Ooh.
No, I think
Rob
they've done that before.
up in here.
Hadn't somebody done
a female cage match? Not that I know of.
I bet you found one.
I mean, somewhere in the history of wrestling, yes.
No, I'm talking about on TV or pay-per-view. Either in WWE or TNA. Somebody's done it.
TNA did a women's match at Lockdown.
Oh, who was in it?
Gail Kim.
Probably.
And probably Awesome Kong.
No, it wouldn't have been. It probably was one of the beautiful people.
Alrighty then.
You know who SmackDown needs? You know who SmackDown needs? SmackDown needs Bella Sky
and
Angelina Love.
Yeah, I agree.
There are two free agents out there that need to be picked up before they go to one of these indie shows, these local shows, and
you know what they need to do with them is put one on each brand, and then have them win the titles, and then have them keep showing up together as beautiful people. Hold both titles.
Victoria versus Lita happened in a steel cage in 2009.
Wow.
Jacqueline and Gail Kim happened in 2011.
I was about to say that one.
Let's see here.
You just felt like you just got run over by my pelvis, didn't you?
I love those stories about Bubba Ray and saying when they used to share a car with Jacqueline, and she'd be right when it got time to pay for the rental car, she'd be like, "I gotta go to the
bathroom." Let's see here.
Oh, Superman punch. It might be it. Might have a new U.S. champ. No, he kicks out. Wow.
Has he ever pinned anybody from a Superman punch?
Wasn't that his finisher?
You know what I think is
Before
going to be
the
funny
spear?
is if you look up Bulgarian or whatever, Rusev's tights just say sandwich. like that girl that gets the tattoo that's like, oh, this is Korean for inspiration. No, that's Korean for toilet paper.
Everybody, get your butt out of there.
That's toilet.
Get out of there.
He said toilet paper.
Holy crap, the Bears actually scored.
I mean, right now you have your entire television audience that's on camera is booing the person that they're supposed to be rooting for.
No, they weren't booing.
They just did that woo.
They just did his chant for the spear.
Yeah.
I'm actually. Wait, what? Oh, I thought he won. I was like, it's over.
Y'all were looking at the wrong crowd because they were all going.
We were all looking at the same TV.
Oh, y'all been arguing all night.
Well, okay.
All right, so what else you got to say about female in the cage?
I'm actually looking.
You got to doubt me?
I'm looking.
You
going
to
to
doubt me again?
more.
Are you going to doubt me again?
Has there ever been a
Are you
women's?
going to doubt me again?
Has there ever been a women's
doubt
Hell in
me
a
again?
Cell?
Are you going to doubt me again? No, there ain't been no female Hell in a Cell.
But I think Sasha and Charlotte could pull it off.
Ooh, I don't know about Hell. I don't know about that one. I think I'd put him in a cage first.
2003 was Victoria and Lita. Come on now.
Oh, Lana tripped. Look, you tripped. Your high heels, they made you trip.
I did not think...
You needed something to grab hold on.
I was trying to help you.
That would have been it. Look at
Get out of here.
Grab him and put him in it. Grab him and hook him. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Cat fight in a cage. That's what it was called at Lockdown. Cat fight in a cage. Glorifying the knockouts. Good job,
you wonder
TNA.
why TNA is going under.
Oh, here it comes.
Uh-oh.
Oops. Do-si-do and swing your partner.
Now, that if Rusev loses or wins without Lana down at the ring,
Mickie James and Tara in a steel cage match in TNA.
I think Mickie James could come back.
I'm just looking through the history here. This is kind of cool.
I was very impressed with Mickie James at the Legends Fest.
Yes.
That every photo op picture was exactly the same. Like, she found that pose, and she's just like, every picture.
And actually, each smile looks genuine. Doesn't look like some of those, get that camera off me.
Or that one, like, they just stand next to you, like...
Uh-oh, here we go. This is in it.
Now, if he does the hoo-ah again and the crowd cheers it, are you going to acknowledge it that time, or? Yeah, that crowd's in it.
Yeah, they're doing the hoo-ah.
The hoo-ah.
They're going boo!
He missed.
No.
They said boo-ah?
Because you can hear the second part of it.
Oh, here comes the accolade. Well, now they're all saying
Look at all
tap.
them standing cheering.
Now they're all saying tap, so Rob's got a point.
Yeah, not all of them, only some of them. A lot of them were just sitting there.
Oh, 90.
Look, the dude in green's looking up at the
Yeah,
rafters.
the guy with the
He's
women's
asleep.
title.
Is Sting coming down this time? Is Sting up there?
The guy with the women's title is distraught. No, Roman, no!
Those bubbles smell like Xanax.
Oh, he's powering out.
He's hulking up! I'll tell you what, brother. You're not going to beat me this way, dude. Put him in red and yellow.
Creepy family.
What's the story?
He's like, I can't believe you did that.
What's the story I read about Germany will no longer stream WWE programming?
Listen for the reaction. You'll get in about 8 seconds.
Alrighty then. Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to kick him low for a second.
Superman punch.
Spur!
Here, huh?
Good lord. Wow. Yeah, that crowd's into it, Rob.
Yeah, I say they're in.
That crowd's over. They're like, yes, Roman!
But he had, at this level, he's been getting a lot of good pops.
Like you said, keep him at the mid-card.
That's where I keep him.
Wow.
I mean,
Man.
one out of 30 people are cheering for
Look
him.
at that.
That's more than 1 out of 30. I'd love to meet your mathematician and find out what the hell they're smoking. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. So who's? Yeah, but look at that belt. Look at that belt. The way yours is made with the leather on the is exactly the same as that one. Picture the ends.
Sharp.
See, look at the ends. You can see there's like a leather patch, just like yours.
Isn't it kind of amazing how quickly it shifts for a guy like Roman Reigns? I mean, in the main event, could not buy a cheer. He just couldn't buy it.
It's his opponents. You can't tell me that he shouldn't have lost to AJ
So you're
Styles.
saying that, and I'm just probably saying the same thing you're saying here, but because they hate Rusev so much.
No,
You
it's
don't-
his level. He should not and cannot stack up to AJ Styles.
I agree with you there.
Okay, Seth Rollins.
Agreed.
Who were some of his other opponents?
Well, I mean, there was Sheamus, and I think he's better than Sheamus.
Right, I'll give you. All right, John Cena.
You know, I don't know. Well, I don't think we really got a chance to see. I mean,
But
he's
does
definitely
he
not,
stack up to Cena?
No, I mean, he's definitely not better than Cena or Brock.
Well, I wouldn't have
was
fooled
the
with
other
Brock.
guy. Yeah, right.
Dean Ambrose.
Yes.
I think Dean's over, but Dean is more popular than him.
Okay, I'll give you that.
You see what I'm saying? It's his opponents. That's why, if you notice, when he left and dropped down a tier,
Yeah.
he's been getting cheered. Why? Everybody likes him. His
As long
merchandise
as he doesn't
sells.
get too high.
Well,
Right,
yes,
right.
merchandise sells. However, he's not the guy, and he shouldn't be the guy.
But he is. He's not a good guy, and he's not a bad guy. He is the guy.
No, he's not the guy.
He's a guy?
He's a guy.
He's that guy.
Well, he's a U.S. champ guy,
Oh.
I guess.
He's the best of the rest.
Right. He's the best of the rest.
Rob just wins for the description. That's awesome.
Hey, you may want to
Hey,
watch it.
we are headed into our last break of the night. Which means it's almost main event time, gentlemen. Universal Championship, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. We'll be right back here on Corner to Corner Wrestling Radio. Stick with us. If you're listening at home, I'm pointing to Brian, telling him to bring us back.
But you don't run me.
I counted you in.
You don't.
Eddie counted us in.
You don't count me.
Oh,
up,
so now
you
you
don't
take
count me
credit
down.
for counting people in when Eddie did it.
You don't count me down. You don't count me down.
We're back live on Corner to Corner.
Stand show.
Oh, God.
I've tried.
Welcome to Grub the Grub.
In the 49 weeks that we've done this, I've tried
49?
multiple times. And you keep cutting me off. You don't cut me off. But
Cut
you don't
you
count me
off.
down. You don't count me up.
Snip.
Okay,
snip.
wait. Hold on. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna count you in, and you're gonna take turns bringing us back right now. Rob,
But we're already in.
I don't care. We're going. Rob, you're gonna go first. Let's
If I
hear-
was in you care.
say what? Say it again.
Rob's going to count us in.
Chicken niche.
All right, Rob gets to go first.
Going in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, we're back here, corner to corner, live on the Beyond Ringside Radio.
I got to say all this stuff.
Yep.
I got a bad memory. We're going
tough
to waste
ish.
the segment just to be trying to get this right.
Brian's old age is catching up to him quickly.
He's gonna be like, "We're back on the ring. I gotta pee."
No, you missed the women's
This ain't
match.
what they used to be.
No, if you didn't go to
Miss
the
my knife.
if you
All right, you
didn't
got him on back.
if you didn't go to the bathroom during the women's match, you lost your window.
All right, it's Brian's turn.
Brian, it is your turn, and we're back in 5, 4, 3.
My heart's fluttering. I don't think I can do it. I can't do it. We're back, though. I know we're back. Oh, this Beyond Ringside Radio Network. I know that.
He remembered something. Holy
That's important. So I know the important stuff.
I got over the show.
I ain't got no filler stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? I got no
Like
filler.
the name of the show.
Well, if we hit 50, when we hit 50,
You know, that important thing like the name.
We have to be at 50 before we
Yeah,
remember
at
the name
50,
of the
I
show.
remember the name. I'll get my act together.
We get to
At
the
52,
Make sure this thing's sticking around.
We get to our anniversary show. We're gonna
52?
Yeah, 52. Episode.
Jackass.
Now, I do ask the question. I'm going to flip the script on the three of y'all, which I've been known to do every once in a while.
Flip the script.
Rob, how often do you watch Ring of Honor?
I used to watch it a lot, but I had to delete it from my DVR because I was going on vacation. I just forgot and reprogrammed it.
Brian, how often do you watch Ring of Honor?
I record each episode that comes on, and I normally watch it somewhere throughout the week.
But it's too busy watching TNA.
You're the correspondent for TNA, buddy.
Stan.
Yeah, definitely not as often as I like. It's
Okay.
pretty sporadic.
Too busy watching the HBK file.
I mean, where else am I going to get my BC fix if I don't watch Ring of Honor?
New fan.
Yeah, but that's old stuff. I want to see new stuff, current stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the New Japan domestic broadcast on Access Television is old, like a
Yeah,
year.
it's like a year or
Yeah, it's
some odd
still
month.
pretty far back.
If it's actually only 12 months, that's still relatively new for what we've been getting. There hasn't been one
Hey,
new...
that-
Huh?
There's a sign in the audience that says 50 straight pay-per-views. So that means there's a fan out there that's been going as many pay-per-views as we've been doing shows.
Yeah, the crazy guy.
Congratulations.
Crazy guy.
We don't have grandma's credit card.
That's true. You were saying, Eddie.
This Friday, September the 30th, from Boston, Massachusetts, live
At like
on
5 o'clock in the
pay-per-view. No, actually 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific time. Ring of Honor presents All-Star Extravaganza 8. If you are up for it, I'll take it roundtable format, and if y'all would like to make a comment or prediction on the match, feel free. Let's go four-corner survival for a shot at the Tag Team Championship. Shane Taylor and Keith Lee, Dalton Castle and Colt Cabana, War Machine, A&E, All Night Express, Red Titus and Kenny King with Caprice Coleman. Stan?
I'm gonna say Dalton Castle's team.
Dalton Castle and Colt Cabana. Brian?
Now, you said this is for the tag team titles?
For an opportunity.
Opportunity. So I'm assuming War Machine lost sometime.
Yeah, the current tag champions are The Addiction.
Well, what did War Machine have? Oh, I'm
Air?
behind the times, and this is why I don't lead stuff. Because my brain is like 6 months in the past.
That's why I put you second, not first.
All right, War Machine. I say War Machine.
Rob?
What's the last team you said?
War Machine.
The last team that ran down.
All Night
Express.
Titus and King, yeah.
Yeah, Titus and King.
Okay. The Cabinet, basically, because they have Caprice Coleman with them. Now, they are hosting a 6-man tag team tournament where the winners will be the new ROH 6-man tag team champions. In round 1, Jay White, Kushida, and ACH take on Yano and the Briscoe brothers. Rob, you're first.
Briscoe brothers.
Brian.
Briscoes.
Stan.
Yeah, I can't see how the Briscoes don't go all the way with this.
Yeah, I considered they were over No Man or No Limit or whatever the IG.
Oh yeah, the IWGP No Limits title, I think is what it
Yeah,
was.
they had the 6-man. I say they take it all too.
And I think the Briscoes are still IWGP tag champions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Young Bucks are junior.
There's something.
Chris Whitney, bro.
101. Shoot. Hashtag hell damn ass. Hangman Page versus Kyle O'Reilly. Brian.
Ooh.
Brian.
Hangman Page.
Yeah, I got to go with Page.
Stan, since you went ahead and went on top of him, say it again.
I'm sorry. Yes, Adam Page.
He's never on top, buddy.
There you
go.
He's always face down.
Oh, come on.
Biting the pillow.
Rob.
Mama, no. Or the carpet.
Rob.
Rob.
Hangman Page or Kyle O'Reilly?
How can I go against a fellow Bullet Club? Too sweet, bro.
So I'll assume
segment's over.
I assume you're going with Adam Page on that one. Okay.
And remember, Page doesn't like to wash after he uses the bathroom. He said it on a tweet.
I know.
Okay.
At least he's being honest.
I guess. Eddie?
Tetsuya Naito with Evil versus Jay Lethal. Rob?
Jay Lethal.
Brian?
Lethal.
Brian?
Lethal.
Stan?
I'm going to say Lethal.
I am going to leave out the Kamatachi match versus Kamatachi, son of a bitch. Kamatachi versus Dragon Lee because how many of you are familiar with both individuals?
Did he say Staggerly?
No, that guy's dead.
Announcer in WCW.
Dead.
No, Junkyard Dog.
I a little bit, but the other guy, no.
Okay. World Television Championship. I've got the hiccups now. Donovan Dijak challenges Bobby Fish. Stan?
Bobby Fish.
Brian?
Fish.
Who said that? Brian? Okay, thank you. Rob?
Dijak.
Ooh, you're going for a change in title.
Yes.
He goes against the grain. Hey, McLovin, I need to borrow that sound bite, please. Tell Seaton to send it to me. ROH World Championship. Michael Elgin, Big Mike, challenges Adam Cole. Rob?
Adam Cole.
Brian?
Cole.
Stan?
Cole.
We're going home run round on that one. And okay. I will say this. My feed just froze for the network, which really sucks. ROH World Tag Team Championship, Ladder War 6. Challengers, the Motor City Machine Guns. Challengers, the Young Bucks. Versus champions, the Addiction, Daniels and Kazarian. Brian.
Well, This is a no-brainer for me. I got to go with the Bucks.
Rob.
The addiction.
Stan.
And just to keep it interesting, I got to go with the Motor City Machine Guns.
See, herein lies the rub, and I'm going to throw this one at y'all for your consideration.
Stan likes rubbing.
And rubbing the racing.
And rubbing's pastime.
Christopher Daniels cut a beautiful promo during Ring of Honor television this week. If you have not seen it, go back and watch it. Which leads me to the factor that the addiction will possibly retain. I pray to God right now the Young Bucks do not get the tag titles. It would serve no purpose for elevating the championships. The Motor City Machine Guns would be an excellent choice for winning the titles if there is a shift, because you've got one of the most over tag teams in the world.
I know, the Young Bucks.
Wrong.
I mean, I'll say
I'm going to fly.
this,
I'm going to fly up. I'm going to fly up to Virginia just to barf in your house.
I would say this though, with the current way that they are presenting the Bullet Club,
as in kissing
it would
ass,
make sense for the Bucks to win.
It makes no sense for the Bucks to win because, look, I'm looking at it from a business standpoint, not from a fan perspective, which I know y'all are looking at it from that perspective. But you also have to look at things from this angle. If everybody bitches about the fact that Roman Reigns winning the Universal title or the whatever the championship he's going after, like the world title, does nothing to elevate that championship, you can't say the same. You have to say the same thing about the Young Bucks. The Bullet Club picking up the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships is about the equation of a skunk fart in church.
They're
Business
taking over the world, man.
The U.S. title holder.
It makes no sense. I mean,
They're taking over the world.
They tried that with Scum and it didn't work. The Young Bucks are better as an anomaly.
The plague worked, though.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm referring to, the new version of the Bullet Club.
I mean,
okay, question.
You could, and I'm not saying they do it because maybe you're right, but I mean, you could have Adam Cole as world champ, you could have Adam Page as TV champ, and you could have the Bucks as tag champs. I mean, you could see it happen. They don't have to do it very long, especially with the Bucks' schedule. But, I mean, I'm sure they could pull it off.
I just don't find the Bucks as entertaining as everybody else, and I guess that's the primary thing. They just, look... But
I mean, they're not for everybody. I get that, but I think as an overall presentation of the group, I think that would make sense. It doesn't mean they'll do it though. I'm actually more in the camp of Motor City Machine Guns just because I'd like to see them do it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of that team. I would love to see them go to WWE after this is all done and over with.
Who? The Guns or the Bucks?
Oh, that's a good way to hurt a knee.
Yep, that's not good.
Yeah, that sucked. I think I'm caught up to where I'm supposed to be. I rebooted the app.
Is he okay?
Oh, wow.
I mean, you see spots like that where, like, the ref will immediately run out of the ring and be like, "Are you okay?" And then you got moments that you're like, "Oh, he really looks like he hurt," and the ref's just like, "Hey, get back in the ring." And I wonder how many times it's been where they do
he
something.
did lean out there. Are you okay?
Like, I wonder how many times they've done like a spot like that and the guy's legitimately hurt, but the challenger's just not getting it. He goes out, grabs him, throws him back in the ring. And you're like, "Get off me!"
The best story I've ever heard is where Bret Hart cracked his sternum in a match against Dino Bravo. Gets thrown out of the ring by Dino, and he's just clutching, not moving. Bravo's just putting the boots to him, stomping the crap out of him to get him to wake up so he could throw him back in the ring. And Bret was so out of breath, he couldn't tell Dino Bravo that he was hurt. So Bravo was just beating the crap out of him because he had no idea.
And eventually the referee had to say, "Powder, you dumbass."
I wonder how many times it's happened where, like, one of them gets hurt and the other one just doesn't get it, and the other one's like, "You know what, screw you. I'm going to the back. I'm done."
What was it? Yeah, it was Sin Cara who hurt his knee at Survivor Series, and rather than finish the match or just lay there, he's like, "Nah, I'm done," and he had a trainer walk him to the back in the middle of the match.
Wasn't that the one where he broke his pinky?
I will say that WWE live event really, like, it's like seeing behind the scenes of Disneyland. when you're like, how does Sin Cara and then make that jump in the ring,
yeah.
and then you see him bring in the gymnast springboard, you're like, I got it now.
Oh, like you didn't know that to begin with?
I had figured it out, but I didn't know for sure.
First time I saw it, I said, the first time I saw it, I said, where are they hiding the trampoline?
Well, of course.
Can you tell me where they had smarty pants in your size, sir?
They normally come in around 40 extra fat.
Oh, wow. Well, okay, that just got said.
Are those the assless chaps?
What?
No, I stopped wearing those when I was a 34 waist.
My goodness. This thing has gotten crazy.
And right after that, I
Meanwhile,
also...
Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins are leaving it on the ring here, fellas.
And Rob, right after that, I soon stopped wearing the coconut bra and grass skirt.
Oh, I still wear it, especially today. It was windy up here.
You lucky devil. It was still hot down here.
I was getting looks in the produce section at the grocery store.
Now,
Especially since he was measuring the coconuts with the ones he was wearing.
Hey,
this is too small. This is just right.
I am going to bring you in on the question for the week.
It took me a while to figure out which frozen pizza I wanted.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Tombstone Pizza, Pierre.
I have a homework
Now
assignment for you
listening to
guys.
the Corner to Corner Comedy Hour and Vaudeville Show.
I have a homework assignment for the three of you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Without looking at each other's pages, and this is not going to be a top 5 list, but I want you each to pick your 5 most memorable matches that you feel have stood the test of time. They don't have to be your personal top 5.
Forever and ever? I don't have to rank them. I just give you 5, right?
Correct. That's why I said, I even said...
Dave, put your phone up. He said don't.
I'm writing a
Put
note.
your phone up.
Favorite.
Put your phone up. Phone up.
Okay.
Not necessarily. Remember, I didn't say favorite. I said your most memorable matches of all time.
Okay.
Tully and Magnum in a cage.
Well, I was going to wait for next week on this.
Oh, next week. Dang, I was going to do it all
was
5
ready,
real
man.
quick.
Well, I'll give you...
You don't have to go looking for nothing.
We're gonna go. Hey, speaking of Midnight Black Mass tonight, is that on?
Wrong.
Sir?
No, Midnight Black Mass will air live Monday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Central.
Wow. Is this a new night and time or just a abbreviated or alternate schedule?
Alternate schedule for right now.
Got it.
It's the minister. He can come on whenever the hell he wants to.
See, I'll give you one...
Turn in WCW to form the NWA. That's
Next week!
See,
Next
when-
week, Nimrod. Well, see,
When Eddie likes the show, he lets you come on whenever you want.
Any match with Free Birds and Von Erich.
Oh my god! Next week!
see, I'll give you one
Gilbert.
Really, Gilbert? There you go. I'll give you one of mine real quick.
Rock and Roll Express beat the Russians when they on CBS the first night they were there.
Then why don't you just go ahead and pick the Rock and Roll Express versus or the Midnights versus whatchamacallits in the scaffold match?
No.
Whatchamacallits at the Who's He What's It?
Because I would have picked the Road Warriors beat the tar out of the Midnight Express so bad that they just beat up Bobby Eaton for the match.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh!
Make sure you get.
Man.
With 6:35 left in the quarter, the Dallas Cowboys complete a 10-play scoring drive. 9:02 left in the game. Score is currently Dallas 30, Chicago 10, which of course
here's
is...
a question for you.
Yes.
AJ Styles beating Dean Amber.
In true
Any match
classic
with the Young
champions,
Bucks.
in true classic champions fashion, does the title match end in a dusty finish?
I got a better idea. Why don't we just have a time? Why don't we have a time limit draw?
Right, exactly. A non-finish.
And that way we can bring
I
up.
just picked my phone.
And that-
Yeah, I know. We got you.
You wonder if the guys in the back going, dude, we didn't put those new TV monitors in there to throw them on the floor.
Actually,
so nobody can pick the matches I said, by the way. I hope y'all were listening.
No.
Yeah, I got it.
I wasn't paying attention. That's why I said next week, Nimrod.
He called you Nimrod too.
That's all right. I can pick all new matches. I got
Okay, fine.
a plethora of
Take
them.
all five.
I got a plethora of them.
I will give you one of mine, and I would like your input as to whether or not you feel it has stood the test of time or not. I'm opening myself up for your critiquing.
Razor beating Shawn Michaels in the ladder match for
No.
the IC title.
Ding dong.
Sir.
Not that ding dong, the other one.
What?
You should have seen the way his jaw extended when you said ding dong.
Ruling.
He was like a viper, a pit viper.
Do you agree? Okay, I offer this up. Do you, and I'll call you by name, I will go around the horn. Do you feel this match has stood the test of time? One of my personal choices. For the WWF Championship, Superstar Billy Graham versus Dusty Rhodes in Madison Square Garden. Brian.
Don't know if I ever saw that one.
Rob.
Rob.
What?
You have to forgive Rob. He was holding Stan.
Then Stan.
That's probably a little before Stan's time, too.
It was Dusty Rhodes versus who?
Superstar Billy Graham at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I'm sorry I've not seen it.
I think history for us probably about the 80s or
You've got the WWE Network with the hidden gems and all the flashback crap. You ain't got an excuse now.
I'm
And
still
plus,
catching up on the last Battle of Atlanta, thank you.
oh, dude, that was awesome the first time around.
I wasn't there, obviously, so...
Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer and Tommy Wildfire Rich.
Hey, that...
Oh, look at this bad boy.
Package pile driver. No.
Oh man, y'all should be watching NBC and the behind the scenes spread at a restaurant right now. Oh crap!
Oh, high knee. Bang! Super kick. That was an awesome sequence. Very nice. Hey,
That's why they got clapped.
here we were talking about Ring of Honor, and ta-da! Ring of Honor pay-per-view main event. Ring of Honor champions.
Tyler Black and Kevin Steen.
Yep. Bang! Bang! Who are you?
Not
Good
bad.
Lord.
Oh, you kick me in the head, I'll kick you in the head.
Not bad, not bad.
And seeing it as how it is 2 minutes before the top of the hour on the live side, I will sit back and say they are going to have a time limit draw.
Ah!
Jason Hervey, Patty Mullen, and Sandy Scott are going to come out as the special guest judges.
The commission's going to cull it.
And then the event was draw.
Isn't that the actor from Wonder Years?
Yeah, he was that dorky teenage kid that was dating Missy Hyatt. Nobody ever called her on pedophilia there. He was
He
like
was also the
15
dorky
with
kid
his-
that had enough money in the bank to potentially...
Oh! God! What are you...
That had to hurt a lot.
Fudge!
What is that? The F sync? Is that what he calls that?
Let's call
I
it...
don't know what
let's
you call
it workman's
That's
comp.
sick. Ugh! Dang.
I wonder if you get workman's comp in the WWE.
Yeah,
Nope.
no. You get a pink slip. You're no longer working here.
I don't. It'll be a while for them to get a pink slip. You couldn't let them two run away.
All right. So Triple
Come on,
H.
they let Ryback leave, so I mean, that was like quality high.
Yeah,
main
I
event
mean,
right there.
main event anywhere in the world.
Anybody who goes and legally changes his name to his gimmick,
You know,
Warrior?
people started questioning the Ultimate Warrior's sanity when he changed his name legally to Warrior. I mean,
Yeah, but it would have been
They were
okay if
questioning
he had
it
done
then?
Ultimate Warrior.
it
But-
took him that long?
in his defense, he was a former world champion who beat Hulk Hogan. Ryback,
Pre-showstopper.
In the former world champion. He never held the title. Never beat anybody.
He wore
Are
the
you
IC
sure?
title.
Intercontinental title.
You sure?
He beat Big E.
Positive?
Positive.
Extra positive.
Extra positive.
We're sure on top.
We're sugar on top. I mean, he might have won the DDT Pro Ironman Heavyweight Championship.
That belt's got too much class for him.
Oh! Gutbuster. Ooh,
I mean, we're talking like Stan is a 15, 16 time,
He broke a rib.
7 or 8 time, 78 time
Brody!
WCW champion.
Oh. Seth might have broke a rib, Dur.
No, you're not breaking no rib.
I don't know. That landing on that Gutbuster was not right.
No, that was not pretty.
Well, I think that probably was.
That's amazing. Kevin Owens getting up that high for a frog splash, especially after earlier seeing that nasty cottage cheese under his arm. And the fans are loving it. They're digging it.
It's a pretty good match.
Not to be outshined. The main event delivering tonight.
I have to ask this question. Going back to Ring of Honor and the Bullet Club.
You're a believer.
Is Adam Cole a good fit for the Bullet Club, Rob?
You wouldn't have been my first choice.
Brian?
Oh, I say yes.
Stan?
I mean, they only bring in the best of the best. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, talent-wise and what he's able to deliver in the ring, yes, but I agree with you as far as his promos.
Scott Hall's son.
I mean,
the best of the best.
I think looking at the roster that they had at the time,
Japan.
Continue.
You
He's a young boy.
20 seconds, you're going to love it. 20 seconds.
Got it.
I figure out that's how far behind me y'all are.
You're wearing... You got a shirt on, Stan.
I mean, I don't know. I can't think of anybody. I can't think of anybody they would have.
Leave your shirt on.
Oh, I can't think of it. Oh my god! Ouch! Ouch! I can't think of anybody they would have put in over him though.
That's the thing about it is,
know how Kevin and if Kevin got any flack from the office of the picture where he's got the U.S. title or the world, the Universal, and Adam
Cole with the Ring of Honor.
They're in the same picture. They're right beside each other,
sharing a hotel room.
Yeah.
Did you see that picture, Eddie?
Yes, I did. I thought it was priceless.
Pretty cool.
Well, Adam Cole is not persona non grata down at the PC or on any of the road shows because he's actually been backstage, and he's down to he's been down to Orlando. Unlike some people, unlike some other members of the Biz Cliz who have who've done everything to alienate themselves from.
Yeah, they didn't necessarily make a good impression.
I mean, Adam was just on the WWE on ESPN show.
And
yeah, he just got interviewed by them. What's up with that?
I think just this past week.
I think it's a little... I mean, honestly, I think he and Kenny Omega are WWE bound. I really do.
I can't wait to see Kenny Omega.
Omega will probably be very good in NXT, but by the same token, see, here's the funny part about it. Yet, once again, if Kenny goes to WWE, then that means even the Elite crumbles. Because, I'm sorry, look, I know I get heat for this.
Somebody's coming down. What's Jericho doing?
He's going to cost Owens. No, maybe not.
He's going to get it.
You stupid idiot.
Package pile driver, here it comes. No, package pile driver. Whoa. So, is Jericho the guy?
I just can't. I'm dumbfounded. I'm still on Kenny Omega right now. I have visions of the sweeper coming down, cleaning it up.
So,
see, here's the thing, though, and I think, in my humble opinion, and I may be wrong, I don't see Kenny Omega going comfortably any further than Raw. I mean, any further than NXT. I don't see him functioning, flourishing on Raw. I see him possibly flourishing on SmackDown, but I really see him being comfortable in NXT.
That's cool with me.
I would be fine with him just being in NXT.
Oh,
pedigree.
No, foot on the rope. Jericho.
I mean,
he scooted. He scooted.
Boo. Get out of here, Crash. You're sucking. Get out.
Anytime you take the pedigree and then kind of like just scoot to the ropes, you know there's going to be a foot.
I mean, how does the ref not see that?
What's the name of the tag team they got?
What a
the ones related to Haku or whatever.
Oh, the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, I think they'd be a good one to bring in.
Oh, no. You're talking about Tama Tonga and...
that's it.
Why can't I remember the name?
I can't either.
Dag on it.
But I think they'd be good.
Oh! Ouch! Dude.
That was a pretty good one, too. That wasn't just a slight little bump.
Oh, nasty. All right. Jericho dropped Superkick! Superkick!
Yeah, I think they'd be a good one to bring in.
Pop up powerbomb? Nope. Oh, what a catch! That was such a nice counter. Wow. Where's Triple H?
We don't need Triple H. The ref's down.
Stephanie brings another ref.
Chicago scores scores again.
They're playing Dallas?
Yeah.
Yes, right now on NBC.
Yeah, I'm watching the pay-per-view though.
Ah.
I'm watching wrestling, man.
Yeah, it's slowly
slinking around.
I'm gonna get in there again. I'm gonna get him.
Well, gentlemen, I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna go ahead and send it into last call.
And
tell you what, here's the way we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Brian, you're first.
Yes.
Last call. What's on your brain?
What's on my? I had something that I just simply forgot over the week that was been bugging the tar out of me, and I can't remember what it was.
Clearly, it's had an impact.
Yeah, it was something about something they do. I don't know. I hope Owens wins. How about that?
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
Rob, last call.
It's been fun, folks.
No, not that. It's like, is there anything in particular on your brain for the week that was?
Oh. No, I think people need to start watching Lucha Underground. Because I think Lucha Underground's got some good stuff going.
That looked like that might have been a little...
Dario's Wheel and all that.
Dario's Dial of Doom.
I love that.
See, I'm going to put this one to all three of you. Stan, hold up before you go to last call.
Yes, sir.
Rate Dario Cueto. Give me one positive, one negative, and how you feel he rates as an authority figure in the world of pro wrestling, past and present. Rob?
I think he's good. To me, like, he's a really good heel. Like, he has his, his family and all that. It's just, when they had the whole Morrison goes in there with his posse and's like, I want a title shot. No, you don't get no one. Well, I want this. No, you don't get that. But,
and then
maybe, not as...
And then he turned around and gave Taya a Gift to the Gods challenge match just to piss him off, right?
Exactly. But I like him. I think he's good, but, a little bit polishing and he'll be awesome.
Okay. Ryan, your thoughts. Give me one positive, one negative, and how you feel he stacks up right now.
I haven't seen Lucha since season 1 because DirecTV doesn't carry...
Because you're too busy watching TNA.
Then DirecTV has just given me another reason to say they royally suck. Stan?
I think Dario Cueto is probably one of the best heel authority figures we've seen in a long time. I really enjoy what he does. I think he does go a little over the top sometimes, but makes the show all the more enjoyable for me.
See, for me personally, I think the negative is he doesn't get... he doesn't get the credit he deserves, and that's the biggest negative. I don't consider him a heel. I consider him the ultimate tweener, because there are times when Dario Cueto can be as heel as the day is long, and you just want to reach through a TV and smack him. And then there are times when he is so comedically funny, you can't look at him as a heel. He rides that rail so beautifully depending on what segment of the program it is and who's coming up to confront him. Because remember last year, or remember when the Gift of the Gods belt was first created for the medallions, and you had Big Zeke, or whatever he was being called in Lucha, come into his office and Cueto was being all cocky and coy and said, you have to earn, you can have an opportunity at one of these. And Zeke just reached out, grabbed it, or Big Rick, that's what it was. Big Rick just reached out, grabbed it and said, cool, thanks. And Cueto just had this look like, okay, we'll go with that. He knows how to play chicken-ish when he has to. That's the mark of a true personality as far as being a authority figure. Babyface authority figures have a tendency to run thin if their character doesn't have a backbone. If you can flip the script and give that character a backbone, then you got a long way that you can go. If you make a strictly heel authority figure, this is where Cueto is a ton better than John Laurinaitis, than Eric Bischoff. Cueto has a sense of humor, and it comes across that way. Bischoff was just so sardonically sarcastic and dark in his character that you just basically got tired of seeing him after about 4 weeks into the run. You wished that his story arc would be finished and fire him or something. Get him off television. He's not good. Cueto normally leaves you in a position where you're hoping for a little bit more. Am I correct on that one, Rob?
You're correct.
Stan?
I would agree.
I'm not going to Brian because he said he hadn't watched it since season 1. But, Stan, go and do last call.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Well, okay. I guess that's it. I don't really have a whole lot of concern about it. I mean, I thought it was really weird that Ryback did the legal name change. That just was so out of whack to me. Aside from that, news-wise, I'm about tired of seeing all these athletes and stars dying. I mean, we got Arnold Palmer that passed away. The guy from I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker died. Or Always Do the Right Thing. I don't remember what the movie was. But he was also in Spider-Man. The guy's been in tons of movies. Anyway, 2016 is a horrible year.
I like the fact that Stan's so broken up about Arnold Palmer when he ain't watched golf in his whole life.
Ever.
Well, he thought, until today, he thought Arnold Palmer was the guy that eliminated.
My father's upset right now.
I'll also go ahead and take it one more time before we head out for the night, because I know y'all have all three got to be somewhere early in the morning. So I know normally y'all wouldn't mind going late night, but I have to be up early. Real quick, I'll go Stan first this time. Stan, your thoughts on the pay-per-view, Clash of the Champions?
I'll give it a B. I think I really didn't understand what they did with New Day. I think that was a mistake. The women's title match was great. Jericho and Sami Zayn was good. The main event was excellent. The U.S. title match even was okay towards the end. I was really surprised to see the crowd reaction. Not bad. Really, I thought they did a good job.
Brian, your thoughts, pay-per-view.
I thought it was pretty decent. Had some pretty good matches, pretty crappy matches, but again, I'm a little upset over the New Day Bullet or the club. That's bullshit. That BS bunk.
Bull stuff.
Rob, your thoughts, Clash of the Champions.
A solid C, sir.
Ooh.
Care to elucidate?
Eddie, what do you think?
Honestly, about a B- to a C+.
Wow, okay.
I think the layout was wrong.
Layout, match order?
Yep. I think you should have had the female triple threat before your main event. Rusev should have let off the show, and New Day should have been your middle match.
It's been like 3 months in a row now where their match order just doesn't seem to really mesh very well.
But you notice that's Raw more than SmackDown.
Very true. SmackDown seems to have it down to a science.
But SmackDown's also still in the age of, hey, we're going to have an hour and 20 minutes of talking and 40 minutes of wrestling.
They are promo heavy. That's true.
It could be worse. It could have been TNA from 4 years ago.
God, no.
Or TNA of today.
TNA's not that horrible today. Especially not with the Grand Championship tournament.
I like that tournament. I agree. Well,
hey, you can find me on social media at Rob Hefner and on Facebook at Rob Hefner and on Instagram as RDHUWP. Peace. You can find Brian at STRCP21 and Brian Taylor on Facebook. You can find Stan at any local pub, water and drinking hole when it's ladies' night.
Wow.
You can find him at the Old Folks Home.
Ladies' night waiting at the exit, so yeah.
Find him at the old folks' home at bingo night.
At Stan from Krypton. Of course, the show is at C2C Radio Show, Corner to Corner Wrestling on Facebook, cornertocornerwrestling.com, and, of course, Spreaker.com/users/corner to corner. Stick with us next week. We will be live again discussing the week that was and all the news fit to print. Definitely appreciate everybody
The week that
tuning in.
was, the week that will, and the week that could have been.
Have a great one. Thanks for your time. Bye.
You're not going to do
Such a
the
week
for Rob?
out.
What?
You're not going to do the for Rob for Brian?
For Rob, for Brian, for Stan. Get a life. No. It's time to go. It's sad to say, but we have to say you gotta go because we can't stay because Brian's turning off the lights and he's going to bed, so we have to leave now.
I think that's a sign to pull the plug.
Okay, that works.
Peace out. See you next week.